G'day viewers, I don't know what you got up to last night, but I had a lot of fun. I spent the night with 5 performers who have shows in the upcoming Melbourne Comedy Festival. And I videoed them doing some funny stuff, and we sat down and did some interviews about their shows. And I'm going to put those videos together over the coming days. It'll be somewhere between half a dozen and a dozen videos, depending how I cut them. I think you'll find them quite entertaining, some very funny up-and-coming performers. And what they all have in common, besides being some of the best shows you'll see in the Comedy Festival, they're all directed by an old college friend of mine, Adrian. And besides doing these videos with some of the performers, and quite possibly with some others, as Adrian's directing about 8 shows in this year's festival, I want to get Adrian himself on, because he's a very good director, and some of the stuff he has to say about how to develop performance and get the best out of your performance, I think would be really helpful to a lot of people on YouTube who are looking to, get the most out of what they do. I certainly find what he does interesting. And I often work on the theory, if I find something interesting or funny or entertaining, at least one other person on the planet is likely to, so I'll give it a go. So there's a bit coming up in this coming week and possibly beyond that. I've got a bit of editing to do, anywhere from half a dozen to a dozen videos, depending how I do it. But here's a little teaser of some of the hilarity to come. Enjoy!
And these 2 junkies have this massive fight right next to me going, I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you! Because they all sound like seagulls. I'm not sure why. It's genetic. Come on, give us 50 cents and a chip.
And the worst part is he bred with Beck Cartwright. And I loved her, but I can't anymore. She's soiled. And they made a baby in the baby making way, and that's I thought if you wanted to breed with Leighton Hewitt, you just threw water on his back and they.
I really like watching the tennis on TV. I'm a big fan of Serena Williams, and Serena Williams gets a lot of shit from people, and I don't think that's entirely fair. I love watching her matches because I think it's really cool to see what Mr. T would look like if he played tennis.
They've got this one newsreader, this Indian woman called Amrita Chima, and just the way that she says the phrase West Papuan asylum seekers is just like, oh, you fucking sexy bitch.
Have to understand that each human being, each individual is different, like a flower, opening up, revealing itself for the bee to pollinate, and then it takes on a life of its own, and one becomes filled with the joy of nature, and is excited by Wordsworthian ideals, and then one goes and has a cup of cocoa to calm oneself down.
I've been looking at cosplay all day. That doesn't bother me whatsoever.
So you're up for the cosplay as well. That's good nerd stuff too.
I probably wouldn't say up for the cosplay. I think that some people do it really well, and other people should learn that a 45-year-old fat American bloke does not look like Sailor Moon at all.
I shaved my head just before Christmas, and I'm thinking that would save me money, but it just cost me some female friends.
Do you yourself occasionally think, I'm mental?
Yeah, quite frequently, but for various reasons. Usually when I'm on the Eastern Freeway with no pants on, I sort of tend to look at myself in the reflections of cars as they go by and go, is this what I want to be doing with my life?
Are you that guy who was holding up traffic in the afternoon?
No, that's Doug. I do mornings and he does afternoons. We sort of switch up. We've got it all covered. We're all over it.
And if I'm shaming my family, that's just my gift of shame to them. I don't have to pay extra money for that.
No presents. It's something I made myself.
Exactly. Maybe a little crayon drawing too. Just shame. It'll be great. It's going to save me a packet.
This one.
The show is completely improvised, start to finish. What we've rehearsed in the show is the storyline arc, which just basically says we start here, something happens here, and we end here. We don't know what it's going to be. Every night is different. The audience will decide what the crime is. They will decide more or less who the victim is, and how we get to find out who the perpetrator is a matter for the gods.